and welcome back to Arianna-verse. Yesterday, I went with my mom to Barnes & Nobles, and I was able to pick any books that I wanted. So today, I'm going to show you them. Let's get to it. So here's my Barnes & Nobles bag. And now I'm going to show you which books I got. The first book that I got looks really cool. It's called The Lost Fairytales by Anna James. This book looks almost like the Land of Stories. It says, Tilly and her best friend Oscar are book wanderers, a remarkable group of people who, using the magical powers of books, can travel inside any story they choose. But on a wintry visit to Paris, the friends wander inside a book of fairy tales to find that peculiar things are happening. Characters are getting lost, stories are all mixed up, and mysterious plot holes are opening without warning. It's up to Tilly and Oscar to figure out what or who is behind the chaos. And after the friends come face to face with an old foe, they realize that villains can exist outside the pages of books and that sometimes you don't get to live a happily ever after. This book sounds really interesting. And look at the picture in the front. It shows Paris, and then there's somebody that looks like Little Red Riding Hood, and I think this is Tilly, and then there are holes in the pages of the book. I think this is what they mean by the fairy tales are missing. That's why it's called The Lost Fairytales. This sounds so cool. I picked this book because I think I'd be really interested in it because I love mystery and I love adventure and I mostly love fairy tales. So I picked this book because it mixes all my favorite things in together to one book. My next books are from the Babysitters Club. I never thought of actually reading these books, but after reading about them a little bit in the bookstore, I think I'll give them a try. So I got the first and second books. The first one is The Babysitters Club, Kristy's Great Idea. Kristy thinks the Babysitters Club is a great idea. She and her friends Claudia, Stacy, and Marianne all love taking care of kids. A club will give them a chance to have lots of fun and make tons of money. But nobody counted on prank calls, uncontrollable 2-year-olds, wild pets, and parents who don't always tell the truth. And then there's Stacy, who's acting more and more mysterious. Having a Babysitters Club isn't easy. But Kristy and her friends aren't giving up until they get it right. The next book from the Babysitters Club is called Claudia and the Phantom Phone Calls. Kristy, Claudia, Marianne, and Stacy try to be prepared for anything when they babysit. So when they hear about the Phantom Caller, a jewel thief who's been breaking into nearby homes, they come up with a plan to keep their kids safe. But when Claudia and the other girls start receiving creepy phone calls while they're out on jobs, they start getting really spooked. Will the mystery caller scare off the BSC, which means the Babysitters Club? What will happen? I am so excited to read this book. These books look like they have mysteries in each one. And I really like investigators and mysteries and detective stuff. So I'm really especially excited to read about that. These books also have a Netflix series. It's called The Babysitters Club, and I think it would be really fun if you watch it, and then you could read the books. Also, I forgot to say, the author of The Babysitters Club is called Anne M. Martin. My next book is also about fairy tales. It's called Whatever After Fairest of All by Mlynowski. Once upon a time, a mirror slurped up me and my brother and magically transported us inside Snow White's fairy tale. Then we stopped Snow White from eating the poison apple. Hooray! Or not. If Snow White doesn't die, she won't meet her prince or get her happy ending. Oops. Now, It's up to us to fix Snow White's story, and then, fingers crossed, find our way home. This sounds like a hilarious book with unexpected plot twists and girl power. I chose this book because it kind of mixes together mysteries and fairy tales, which are two of my favorite things to read about. And it looks like this book is a series. The last book I picked is the one I'm most excited about. It's called The Land of Stories, The Ultimate Book Hunter's Guide. It's by Colfer. This book helps you find out everything you've ever wanted to know about the #1 New York Times best-selling series, The Land of Stories. A combination travel guide, encyclopedia, and exciting fan compendium. The Ultimate Guidebook includes sections such as Who's Who in the Land of Stories, Places to Go, Trinkets and Treasures, and Enchantments that explore the backgrounds and histories of the many characters, places, and magic items throughout the beloved Land of Stories series. This book also offers bonus chapters, insider information about the series, and more, including sketches from Colfer, his inspirations for the characters, and his top 10 tips for writers. Since I really love the Land of Stories, I feel like this will give me more information of anything I'm confused about, and I'm like, what about? Like, there's some characters in the Land of Stories that I don't know anything about, and this book will tell me more about them. Like I said before, I think I will really enjoy this book because I love the Land of Stories, and it's my favorite series. And as you can see, I've started reading it a little bit, and I'm so excited to really read it, and when I'm done, I will come here and I will review it for you. Thank you for watching this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, smash that subscribe button and like my videos. And don't forget to ring that bell so you can get my notifications when I post my next video. See you in the next episode. Bye, stars! I just have a special message for you guys. Remember, you are amazing, and keep reading. I bet you need an autograph. You and your friends better do it in the penthouse. That's where I keep my pens. You can't think I ain't got a little bit. Put your phone down, let's get it. Forget your Instagram and your Twitter. You be like, whoa, wait a minute. That's that smile I'm looking for. Was that so hard? You need to go smile again, girl. Take my card. Down, so down, 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 down. I know how I got. You gotta get down. You gotta get up. Bad word, bad word, bad word. You gotta like, whoa, wait a minute. It can take a minute. Closing up.